Good morning. It's another gastroparesis update. It's 6:28 a.m. and I've been awake since about 3:30 with diarrhea and vomiting. I have a doctor's appointment at 10:30 or 10:15, and I have a lot to tell him because not only do I have this chronic issue that I can't seem to find a solution for, but I am unable to work. I don't have work. I may well need to find a new place to live in the next few months. And it would be hyperbolic of me to say that I'm going to be kicked onto the streets and be homeless imminently, but please understand how vulnerable it feels when you have such a chronic physical condition and you don't know how you're going to support yourself. So part of the reason that my relationship has fallen apart is because when I have meltdowns, I talk about wanting to kill myself. And honestly, I do it now. I mean, I'm alone. I have nobody to complain to, but this stuff going on with my stomach so early in the morning when I'm so exhausted, I have constant suicidal thoughts. I'm not going to hurt myself, but I just wish that I was not living. I look forward to my death. I'm not scared of it. I'm excited for it. That doesn't mean I'm going to try to hurt myself, but I hope you can understand where I'm coming from. I've been doing my very best since I was a kid to just live my life and follow the rules in spite of this stuff I mentioned before. I've had this morning nausea problem since I was a kid. It used to be heartburn that would wake me up, and my dad thought I had a hiatal hernia, which is where part of your stomach is popped up through your esophagus. And I had an endoscopy. They put the tube down there and told me that everything looked normal. Well, something's not normal. And my physical body only has so much energy. And as an autistic person, when I am pushed beyond that point, that's the meltdown zone. That's the danger zone for a meltdown. And once you have meltdowns, all bets are off for the rest of the day, basically. I mean, obviously, I have had to just live my life and do my job even when I was having meltdowns, but it's no way to live being constantly flooded with cortisol until eventually you get to the point when you don't function properly the way that you used to. Yeah, I started losing my cool at my work and yelling and punching myself in the face and slamming doors and banging my head on the wall. This is all crazy behavior that is extremely embarrassing. And I'm an introvert who really cares what people think about me. I mean, I don't even speak up because I'm afraid that people are going to think that what I say is stupid. So punching myself in the face and having meltdowns in front of people is the worst possible outcome I could imagine. Except for, I don't know, killing myself or something. And I understand that I need to count my blessings and be grateful. I spend a lot of time doing that. I actually am a little bit spiritually delusional because I spend so much time thinking about how it's going to be okay that I get excited about it and I start to believe that the future's going to be great. And I still believe that, but it's taking a long time. And this in-between stage where I am, I'm bound to my human body and the conditions of our capitalistic society where material objects are needed to keep you alive, and you are not guaranteed those objects unless you can adequately participate in the system. I am just so upset and stressed about the fact that I can't just be like a neurotypical person and just keep doing it. And sure, everybody gets stressed out, but they deal with it after work when they go home or whatever, and they don't melt down and they keep their jobs. I know you could make up any kind of hypothetical scenario, and I know that life is hard for everyone. I try to have faith that this is all for my benefit somehow, and you'll hear two different things from the world about that. One is, yes, these difficult things, you don't understand why they're happening, but you needed them to so that you can be who you were meant to be. That's a really common spiritualist kind of a refrain. The other one is no, like what doesn't kill you doesn't necessarily make you stronger. It gives you trauma, and you don't need to suffer in your life. And why would you be a martyr and a masochist like that just because you think that someday it's going to work out for your benefit? Well, it might not. I'm stuck in the middle without the ability to manipulate life according to my whims. Of course I do my best, but nobody can literally just make life bend to their will. So, anyway, it's been a time. It's been quite a time. I don't know if I mentioned to you, YouTube, but I do have two pieces of good news. One is that I was accepted by the Department of Vocational Rehab to receive services. So I'm on the wait list. Whenever they receive funding, I will receive services. The second bit of good news is I applied in 2020 and again this year to do the training for peer counseling, to become a certified peer counselor. And I got accepted. And now I just have to wait for a training to become available. So those are two little lights at the end of the tunnel that I'm trying to imagine could yield something better in my future. If I do become a certified peer counselor, I could potentially work from home. I have applied for them before, but I wasn't qualified. A lot of these peer counseling jobs are telehealth, so like this. And that's really what I need because of my physical conditions. It's a lot more manageable for me if I'm near a bathroom at all times and my kitchen at all times. And especially in the kind of work I was doing, I was all over the place, all over town, going out and about with these students with high needs, some of them who have loud stimming behavior that for 6 hours you have to tolerate and encourage them and all this stuff. I did it for 3 years because I thought it was a really cool job, but already as somebody who comes to work with the depletion of battling my stomach in the morning, then having somebody screaming in my ear, like not words but just like vocalizations all day, I have meltdowns. And a lot of the students do too. A lot of the other students, like, they try to attack this student. They like bite at the student in the air like that, or they try to scratch him and stuff, and like, we don't want that. It's not good. But they're doing that because they're having meltdowns from being overstimulated by this student. I'm autistic. I was also having meltdowns from being overstimulated. And I just have to emphasize this over and over again, because being somebody who passed as a neurotypical for most of my life or whatever, people often don't really believe me when I say that I need help. They think I'm just neurotic and that I just need to calm down. But if that was the case, if I was just neurotic, yeah, I might be annoyed by these loud vocalizations, and I might have a chip on my shoulder and want to get a new job. But I wouldn't have meltdowns. I wouldn't bang my head against the wall. I wouldn't punch myself in the face. That's what happens when your system goes haywire and you've lost control and you're a flailing wild animal. And that's really the reason why my relationship has fallen apart, is because when I have meltdowns, I say, I wish I could just fucking kill myself. I hate this. I wish I was dead. And I'll break stuff. Again, not on purpose. I don't have the money to just break things and replace them. I don't own all this stuff. I live in an apartment that I rent. So I'm really, it's been harrowing for the last 4 years that I've been in this relationship, having this job. In my past, I was working as an ESL teacher, and it was very stressful. I was very unhappy. But I was alone with these students. I was quiet, and yeah, I got complaints about how boring my classes were. But I wasn't being bombarded by sensory overstimulation all day, every day. And I would just go home and isolate myself and cope very poorly. I wouldn't feed myself very well because of how tired I was. Sorry, buddy. My cat was trying to steal my apple. I hate this. I hate this. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Oh, I feel like I could cry. I just had to bop my cat on the nose because he was crawling on my nightstand to steal my apple. And I'm usually very, very accommodating to my cat, and I'll get up and I'll follow him and I'll feed him. And it's like times like right now when I'm doing something and I'm focused and I'm stressed out and I don't have the energy to stop what I'm doing and deal with it, so I just act like a caveman and I bop him on the nose, and I immediately feel so guilty and so bad, and he like looks back at me and I just feel so sad. He's my best friend and I love him. So I'm gonna go apologize to my cat, but thank you for being here. I hope you're having a good day. Goodbye.